Hey.
Hello?
Hey, Bree, can you turn that like widen it just a little? The lens. It's the not that one, but the one behind it, or the ring behind. Not the
lid.
the one behind
The lid,
it.
Patrick. The lid.
That one, yep. Yeah.
Lid.
So widen it.
Lid.
Just turn it. A little bit more. A little bit more.
70 degrees.
A little bit more.
Keep
All
going.
right. Go the other way a little bit.
Backing up.
A little bit more.
Back it up. Back it up.
Right.
You got it.
There. You guys
Backing
scooch
up,
down a little bit.
Backing up.
I was just singing No Doubt.
Backing up.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. All right. That should be good. Yeah, just slightly. All right. That's
Actually, cut
right there.
Caitlin out there.
Please. I'm begging you, please.
All right,
That's
you're good.
fine.
You're good. All right. Well, this is the
Podcast.
Happy Monday.
Okay, the official intro after the
official.
camera adjustment.
Yeah, we had to adjust the camera a little bit. We're running without Quentin today. So.
Podcast.
Did you guys have a fun podcast last week without me?
It wasn't terrible,
Yeah.
but it was controlled chaos for sure.
Podcast.
What up, big pimps?
Podcast.
What up, big pimps?
What up, big pimps?
All right.
Big pimp.
Soundboard is my favorite, bro. Literally,
It is. It's so much fun.
The soundboard is the top.
You're on
Quentin
the wrong
is a beast.
street, cuz.
He's good. I need him here.
Is he on the soundboard right now?
What up, everybody?
Yes.
Hello.
Welcome
It
to
is
In Orbit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Monday
sir.
Madness.
All right. Welcome back to
yes.
another lovely show put on by us.
We're on episode 10.
Episode
double
10. Look at
digits.
us.
10
at
episodes
us.
of pure
Let's see if I can
chaos.
see
Did you take that picture?
No, this is,
No, I did not.
This
I
is,
love
so our
it.
The one
background
last
picture.
week.
I don't know if you can see
I
it because my
remember that.
mic's in the way, but it's Andrew
He makes another appearance.
behind a pole at our show on Friday.
Stripping again.
Where he's at, where he has best.
Again. He back at it.
He back-
I'd throw dollar
Back
bills
at
at him to
it.
take off his
Back
hat.
at it, looking back at it.
So Andrew isn't here, but he's here with us in spirit.
In spirit.
He's
of
lurking,
This
watching
picture-
watching out for us.
This picture is definitely a step up from the picture that it was of him last week.
He loved
Yeah.
he loved that
Natural
picture.
habit.
It just shows the glow up.
yeah.
He was
You gotta
so
support
upset
your
about that,
friends.
too. He was like,
Why am I bald?
I saw the comments on there. I
was
was like,
amazing.
oh, he's salty.
That's funny.
Dude.
Like I said, I took that
bald.
photo of him and I was sitting there crying, like real, like legit tears just down my face, sobbing. And I'm just sitting there holding my phone, just laughing so hard. I can't even form words. He's like, "What?" And I turn the phone and he's like, "Why?"
he looks like a cone head.
Yeah, he does.
He looks like a cone
Yeah,
head.
he sleeps standing up in their like sleeping pods, and he fucks through the thing on their heads.
The
Oh,
work-
God, that's probably wild. Could you imagine?
I don't want to.
Oh, bro.
I can
imagine
imagine.
waking up to
Imagine.
that. Like,
Or
just,
at the end, dude. The
You
end
wanna-
just like
wait.
in the morning.
You guys want to know the most
Oh my god! Like,
weird like alternative sex scene in a movie?
whoa, what?
Have you guys ever seen?
Like a weird production.
I
You
don't
know
think
that
I've ever
weird
pineapple
shit?
juiced Adam, but we might start.
That was that, like,
I understand. You just mean weird ways of reproduction
Yeah.
for science. I understand.
Yeah.
So like, Kevin, even
Immature.
Kevin, who's not normally ever taken back, he said,
He's like, wait, what?
"Sure, yeah." Like he had to take a second to think about it, bro.
I think we all gauged the kind of person Adam is, and it's like I think we're safe on letting him go.
No,
about this,
and
but
we
I'm
thought we
still-
were.
I'm
See,
still
Adam got too
scared.
comfortable. That's what.
Oh
my God.
Love me, daddy.
Anyway,
This
so
motherfucking
have you guys ever seen the movie Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone?
Negative.
No.
Never? None of you guys. Not Julia Roberts, Sandra Bullock.
Julia Roberts. Julia
Sandra Bullock.
Roberts.
You got Sylvester Stallone. So Sylvester Stallone is like a renegade cop, and he catches Wesley Snipes' character. I forget his name, but he's like a mass murderer, and so he catches him, but he also blows up like a building full of people. So he gets put in like cryo jail where they like basically like freeze you like Han Solo
Okay.
and carbonite, but
Futurama, but not.
yeah, and so
Interesting.
yeah, and it's weird, and it takes place in the future where humans don't have physical sex anymore. So
Is it like a CRISPR thing?
not
Do they make clones?
yeah, they like take
Fascinating.
But-
clone. No, it's
So
that makes sense for
eventually,
science.
there's this love thing between Sylvester Stallone.
My cousin
And
said
Sandra
we're too
Bullock.
young to remember Demolition Man.
Yeah,
It's true. I'm
It
sorry.
is-
I've
I remember.
only seen Rocky.
I remember watching it on a VHS tape.
I've only seen Rocky.
So it is a classic.
Wait, like the first one, or
Don't judge. Let's not even talk about that. You're gonna be
Yeah.
Or have
disappointed.
you
It's a
only
great
seen
movie
Rocky
though.
Balboa?
Wesley
Like,
Snipes
the last
has like Kevin's type of hair, but it's like blonde on
He
one
doesn't
side.
even know which one it
pretty
was.
sick.
He
Shout out,
says-
Kevin.
Okay.
But anyway, so Sandra Bullock and Sylvester Stallone, they get this love connection going on. She invites him over to have sex, like very bluntly, and he was like, "Okay." So he
He's
goes
like,
over
Sunday.
expecting like
Some cheese.
what he knows to be sex, and it turns out that they put on these weird like helmet, like half helmet looking things, kind of like the, and it's like this weird
Okay.
situation, and he
I
freaks
see.
out and
It's
like
like
He's
a-
like, this is not what
Yeah.
I was
It's
expecting.
an Oculus.
Right,
That's what I
That's
imagined.
basically what it is.
My
She's
cousin
like
Julian
with
just said the best part of that movie is the Taco Bell becomes a 5-star restaurant.
Yeah,
Oh,
Taco,
I've seen
Taco
that
Bell's the
movie.
only one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I've
like
seen
survives.
That's realistic.
That's
They
the
got
truth.
No, it's not,
That's
bro.
the truth.
Taco Bell gets a solid
Did you
1-star,
not-
bro.
Did you
It's
not
because
see
they
how
destroy
Taco
a
Bell was
Yoba
about
hole.
to
Can I
renovate
just say the
their
best
shit?
thing from Taco Bell is the cheese roll-ups, and it's literally just a tortilla with cheese.
I do
Cheesy
respectfully
Fiesta
disagree.
potatoes.
If we
Yeah.
start this
Gordita
topic,
crunch.
Man, fuck
It's
cheesy
not
curry,
nacho
cheesy Fiesta
fries.
potatoes.
Cheesy gordita crunch.
Nacho
No, I never
fries.
had that.
Or cheesy gordita crunch.
He said they had a red carpet rollout for Taco Bell.
Yeah, for Taco Bell. And it's super fancy too. But the
I'm
same
dead.
sign, the same like '90s sign.
That's spectacular.
Taco
Oh,
Bell.
but
Whatever
from
happened-
like
It's
back in the
iconic.
day, like that big ass.
Take
I mean,
Quiero.
it's still a bell,
It's
but
that's
like, you
still,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
take Quiero Taco Bell. That's
yeah,
classic.
whatever
Taco
happened
Bell.
to the Chihuahua?
That dog died.
Oh yeah, he's
That dog
probably
had to have died.
he
Well,
he had to.
it just fell
Dog
off the
died.
face
My
of the
cousin
earth.
agrees with you with the cheesy gordita.
I feel like they probably tried to make a new one. They're like, that's not the same dog, and they probably couldn't run
They
it.
could borrow the Master
Honestly,
Puff
that's like
Pomeranian.
my cousin is
There you
definitely
go.
somebody.
There you
Like if he ever came into town for a podcast, I would love to have him on the podcast. It's fucking hilarious, bro.
Man.
All right, so what are we talking about today?
Yeah, we
Talk about
we
some
went
album
off on a
releases.
tangent right out
Yeah.
the gate.
Well, you the one that just came out of nowhere with
That wasn't-
Demolition Man. You came out
Yeah,
of nowhere.
Adam was like, "So you hear this?"
Yeah, alternative fucking.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Go watch.
That-
Go,
that
that's
was like
crazy,
set-
though.
that's
I
like
get
setting
that.
up- That's like setting up as a catcher. Telling the goddamn pitcher to throw a fastball, and he throws like a fucking slider, and you're just okay, I guess. Sure, go with the flow. Like,
You just catch the ball. You're just looking at him like, what the fuck?
that's not what I said. Like,
The pitcher's just like,
it was great though.
Alright.
But yeah,
worked, but it's not.
Let's
what I
talk
said.
about some album drops.
actually, wait. Are we gonna talk about the party, the
Oh, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
guys
yeah,
want to talk about the show first?
Show,
We had our
of
show
course.
Friday.
yes.
show recap?
Recap.
Show
I missed it last
Hold on,
week when
I
you
got
guys were like,
Oh,
show week, show week,
show.
Well,
Show week recap.
Yeah, you can
You
you
better
wanna
have
redeem
Puff
yourself?
do it because Puff's the best one.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh, you want me
He's
to?
tired,
Oh my!
No, come on,
God.
wake up, Master Puff.
I blacked out that entire time just to
Oh, yeah.
deal with the stress of handling that situation. However, it went very smooth and it was
Right.
easy.
Very smooth, very
Very
smooth.
smooth.
That was
All
a
the
good time.
performances were
Great.
really good.
Yeah.
Be careful, your mom's watching now.
Oh,
She just jumped in. She literally just
That
jumped
was a
in.
good- that
I
was a
like
good
looked down
save.
and I was like,
said,
"Oh, Mama Puff's in here."
Puff.
I,
put my
I
cross
feel
on.
obligated to say something ridiculous, but I'm gonna save it. No, like Nakaso came up and he always does those super sets with like all of like 5 different people.
Oh, that was interesting.
yeah,
That was
always,
definitely interesting.
that always happens.
No, I mean,
Sorry.
I was talking about like,
Yeah, whatever.
yeah,
And,
We'll talk about that stuff after.
and,
yeah, yeah. You guys actually don't
this-
even know about that
I'm not
part.
on the same page, so yes, please.
Yes, you are. You're on the same page. You're
I'd like
involved.
to
You know
be.
exactly
Nice.
what we're talking
I would
about.
like
We're just
to
not gonna
be.
talk about it right now.
It ain't nothing serious.
Oh.
It's like not at all. And Charlie came up, did his thing. Obviously, always does his thing.
Always, always.
Then Tez and Ambition. Next time I'm gonna have to split up your slots, only because somebody who came to the show who didn't know who you were thought they're like, all right, is this guy going up again because you were both on the stage?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to split you guys up one time just so people know that it's not like the same set.
Well, that's why. That's also why. That's why. I started off like really around him, and then as the set list started to go, I started to slide away and started to be towards the back, so that it would be more of a focal point on him and not on me. And that's when I was eventually just sitting down, and I think I let him do like the last song that wasn't with me by himself. I was just sitting over in the corner, and then we obviously had to do TTH, so I came back. But
I think overall
threw that one
everything
in there
went
for
really
you.
great. After,
because he
like,
couldn't get Matrix,
Hey,
like so.
TTH
So
works.
tell me,
Yeah.
no, let me tell you this backstory. So you don't even know what's going on because you're performing, right? So you're performing, and he's up there on the DJ stage, like, "Hey, hey!" I'm like, "What?"
I didn't.
He's
do
like,
that, bro.
"I can't get Matrix," and like at first I didn't like hear him. I'm just like, "Oh, okay, whatever."
Yeah, yeah.
So I keep going. So he's just like, he's like,
I'm like, this is it.
all right. So he goes to the next song and he skips Matrix, and then finally I'm like,
I'm like, ooh, that's
what
not.
the fuck? And then so
whoa.
our song comes up, I'm never getting sober. So I'm like, all right, bet. Isn't there another song? So finally I turn back at him. He's like, I can't get Matrix. I said, oh,
I was like, I'm just
okay.
gonna play.
He's
All
like,
I heard was, I'm going to play TTH.
he's like, how you feel about TTH? I said,
I love
I
that
don't
song.
know.
That song is
so
dope.
Kevin walks up to me. I said, I hand him the microphone. He can't get Matrix. It's TCH. He goes, oh, we'll take the microphone back then. I said, yep, all right.
Audible. That's what you call an audible. Right?
Audible.
I threw a curveball in Master Puff too.
Yeah, the fuck you did.
You
Oh my
did.
god.
I was like, hey, Master
That
Puff, we're gonna
freestyle-
freestyle.
That was
Look,
amazing.
I'm gonna let you know something because I was
Yeah,
close to him, so nobody else could really see his facial expressions on the stage. When he said that,
Wait,
he was
what?
like, "You want me to freestyle?" He was like, "Oh, okay, I will." He turns around, and when he turns around, he like
his
looks. He looks my direction. He's like, "Motherfucker."
Yeah, it's the pressure. He put me. So I went into the whole night. I was kind of like managing how everything went. I was like the show manager.
Yeah.
So I'm the last one. I'm already mentally like
Drained.
done. I'm like, this is the last thing that needs to happen for this show to go successfully. And here I am. I have it in mind. I'm like, I've been thinking all week of how I'm gonna do it. I came out from behind stage. These two gave me like a really hype intro and kept the hype.
Yes,
and
sir.
I do my song, and he's like, freestyle and play some random ass beat.
No,
Yeah.
can I just
Heard
say
that
like
his
that
whole
was
life.
that was still
Like,
But no, we
If I
played,
could,
we played
like-
that on the podcast
If
once.
I could take like that video. The best thing that I could put for that video is like right when he says freestyle, I would just add the white dude that's
no.
like, okay, like the
Right.
okay guy, like
Bro,
okay,
okay.
because literally
His
Puff was
whole
like,
life.
oh, fuck, like
Curveball, man.
shit.
Can I just say the best
it
part
was
of the
fire
night?
though.
The best part of the night was like when everybody left and the Kid Leroy was playing, and it was like
Oh,
all
yeah,
of
we
us
were
just
just-
Yeah,
having
it's
a
vibe,
ball.
And it was that after vibe show. Like
it was
I'm telling
amazing.
you right now, like from now on, my after game like party is Kid Leroy and Juice WRLD. That's how I'm just
Yeah.
ending my nights from now on.
Leroy.
Just
It was
nice
so
and
nice because we
nice
were
and
all
chill.
sitting there singing.
Can I just say, like,
No.
Yeah, that's a good song.
fuck you. No,
Oh God.
You don't have anything.
No, Adam was pretty dope with the audibles, bro, because he's the one who started the fucking mosh pit in the first place.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
it. I was like,
yeah.
we gotta
Wait,
play.
wait. Can I be completely honest?
Did you
with
guys hear me go, open this pit up?
Can I be completely honest?
I'm
with you?
dead.
When you said first time raging again, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm already tired.
Again, I was like, yeah.
Hold on. He said, I'm already tired. Now, mind you, this is halfway
Tez
through
is
his
so,
set.
Tez is so loud.
So his set is almost done. Like, I have a whole set to do. You said first time raging again. I said, Charlie,
Yeah, I
here's the
literally just.
microphone. I
That
said,
man was so
"No."
tired. Charlie was like,
I said,
Yeah, I just realized that I gave
that.
each one of you guys like a
different
curveball.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, what
that's
the
a good. Hey, that's a good
You- and
DJ
you
right
didn't
there.
do it.
I don't think he-
Keep him
I
on.
don't think he
how
gave
come
me-
John
or
didn't
did I
get a
get-
curveball?
He did give me a curveball. My set list was wrong. So the next song that I'm thinking I'm supposed to be doing,
Oh,
Take
yeah,
My
yeah.
Soul, and it's Running with the
I was
Demons. I'm
that's
like,
not what was next.
You were so
I'm like, it's fine.
was like, I'm
it's fine.
following
Let's
the
do it.
list.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah,
But it worked.
dude. I felt bad for Charlie for being so tired because like at the
He
end
was
of my
like,
set,
from
I
the
tried to bring
beginning.
everyone up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
everybody get hype, and he's like,
He's like,
He's
okay.
like, bro.
So do I have to?
He's like, I'm almost.
do I
asleep.
have to, please?
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a sick
I
show.
feel
man.
like
Give it all.
minus the like little minor things, everything went really well.
Bro,
Yeah.
That's how you
that
should
show
feel. You
was
leave it
like
all out.
the
Dude,
best
Dave,
show I've had.
Dave painted like the dopest black velvet painting of
That was so cool watching
of
him do that.
I can't wait. Wait a minute. I'm blanking on the
it's
name.
Mandalorian.
Boba Fett.
I
Yeah,
met
was
my
the-
first super fan.
Okay.
yeah. That,
He
Also,
made it like.
That was
he made
can I
it-
just say, like, watching all of you guys perform was pretty awesome to me because it's like I sit down with you guys every week and I like interact with you guys throughout the week and everything like
Need
that.
that.
But it's completely different seeing you guys on stage than it is like
So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be honest
Here.
with you. I didn't even know I can like control a crowd like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
I lost
that's
my
nicely.
voice the next day because
Clap
I think I
hands.
was one of the ones screaming the loudest. I was like,
Oh,
Yeah.
like I was hyped.
I mean, we
Hey, clap
had
your
we had
hands.
what was it? 76 people,
76, yeah.
and like that was
For our first show, that's
that was pretty sick, and it felt like there was more people. Like that was
And
the
I
cool
mean,
part about it.
barring technical corona.
I'm not gonna lie, I
standards,
thought-
that's probably
when I came-
78.
When I came off the stage, I thought everybody was gonna leave. Everybody was just standing and looking me in the face. I was like, "Oh,
everybody stayed.
okay." I was like, "All right, well, okay, I'm doing this." So I
yeah.
stood there for a second. So I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna get the full effect." I got the chair in, slid it over.
That was a good time. Yeah, that was a nice effect.
Yeah.
That was a nice
Yeah.
effect.
Wait, I forgot, guys. One second.
Oh, we're late. A little bit
Yeah.
late.
No,
We're
so
about
late.
17
Thirsty.
minutes
Bubbly.
too late, but
But then I think my favorite part was like, so we got that second mosh pit going. And honestly, like it wasn't, I just remember like we got the second mosh pit going, I went, and then I was just thinking in my head, and I was just like, nah, I need this crowd to be hyper. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. And I looked behind Kevin and saw the stage, and I was like, yep, I'm getting on top of it. I don't even care. I just jumped behind Kevin, and just as soon as I jumped behind Kevin, they were just like, yeah, I was like, yeah, let's fucking raise the fuck out.
Yeah, the display was really good too. Like your DJ setup looked
Yeah.
really good.
Oh, yeah.
Your,
I went all out.
it was very
Various
I brought all my
minimal.
uplighting and stuff.
Yeah.
and had
The
those
uplighting
going.
was
dope.
sweet.
That was sick.
It was minimal, but it was just like
It's perfect.
It's classy.
a really good aesthetic for the horse.
And I
Can
know-
I input like one thing? Like as a photographer shooting my first show like that, my body from like squatting and
Bro, I've
Yeah,
seen
you were
guys
everywhere.
At least
on
you
the
were
floor
tiny,
all
though.
night.
yeah,
Like, I
we
saw
were
you were down there.
like my lens and my eye. I had to like I was shooting throughout the night. And about halfway through, my eye got tired from like squinting. So I'm sitting there like this.
Bro.
with my camera,
You need an
like, clicking.
iPad.
I'm like,
That's
bro,
all- yeah, get an
I'm
iPad.
not even gonna lie to you. When Adam passed me his camera, bro, I held that bitch for like 20 minutes. I was like,
It's
"Yep,
heavy.
I'm gonna pass that
Hey,
around."
bro, I found out. That's,
Well,
that's
okay,
a hard
get
job.
this.
Yeah.
Dion, he tried to pass it to me, and
I
I'm
was
like,
like,
I
who
am
wants
on the
this?
clock.
She's like,
bro,
I'm
what-
working.
what is this?
I don't know if this was like you were helping. I was like, I've never done this before.
Yeah,
I feel,
They tried
I
to
feel
pass it out to me. I said,
responsible.
I gotta go on stage.
Right.
I can't do this.
So-
I'm sorry.
I
was
eventually
scared.
gave it to Caleb, and Caleb. ended
Yeah,
up
he was doing good. He was
really
doing.
job.
Yeah,
Thad got in there. I was like, hey, Thad, you trying to get?
Oh yeah, Dad was.
like-
I was talking to Dad the next day. He
He
was
was in
like,
there, bro.
well, honestly, he was kind of making fun of you because he said you weren't really, you were just standing there. So he's like, no, you got to get there with the
Hey,
angles.
hey,
Dad
bro.
said he came in there underneath with the
Amazing.
smoke, with the light. He said
Dude.
he was getting everything.
Hey, Marcus
that
was standing
smoke was
right there.
intense.
I was like, okay,
That-
I'm gonna do
yeah, it
exactly
was-
what
I
he
was
did.
like back-
I'm gonna do exactly what he did. I don't even know what buttons to press. And he said at 30 minutes, switch it over. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck, we got instructions now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That thing's like, oh, okay. I need that meme
I
right
do
there.
want to commend every artist that performed for staying on time.
yeah, that
Like
was.
nobody went over, nobody was under.
Yeah, it was
like
great.
Yeah,
everybody was like good, and we were able to stop at 11 per contract.
yeah.
And like
Nice.
I was not taking any fucking chances
No,
at
bro,
all.
no.
Bro.
Yeah, I think we did.
Shout out
really
to your
good.
friend.
Yeah.
Guy. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Great
that was
time.
dope. Did-
So catch us next time at the Orb.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Stay
We'll-
tuned.
we'll wait a
we're
couple
we're
months.
already like planning the second show,
Yeah.
man. We're gonna.
We gotta
it's
talk
gonna
about
go
that, by the
hard.
way.
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk about it right now, but we
Yeah.
gotta talk about that.
Well, there is
we had a Puff wasn't there, but we had a mutual meeting about that show, and we gotta talk about that show
Yeah.
because there's some certain things that I don't know if can go down.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
I have a couple other
Puff is actually
opportunities.
probably on that one too, because honestly, he probably be right with us. Honestly, fuck it.
We can
I don't
talk
think
about
do-
that after the
I don't think we do a
podcast.
phone party, bro. I
don't even know what's happening.
As three men over here in relationships, a phone party sounds like a bunch of shit that I don't want to have to deal with. like,
It sounds like a good self-control exercise and a good way to make
Oh my
money.
god.
I mean, yeah. If you
I got
depend-
self-control.
I got self-control. That's not my problem.
Bro, you can stick me in a strip club and have the fattest ass who
dog,
shake it around me. I will
that's
stare
not the issue.
straight
I
at the
performed at a
wall.
strip club. She wasn't even allowed to
Not
to
the
stay
issue.
to watch me.
Not
dog.
the issue.
Like-
Not the issue.
Hey, I don't know, man. It's
Charlie was on the same boat as I was. Like, I don't know, man, because like,
well when it
I'm
comes
gonna
to
be look. If we do a phone party, I promise you, I'm gonna be in sunglasses. My head's gonna be at the ground.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sorry, sorry.
bro,
Wait, this
I ain't
you
looking
just
at
get.
nobody.
It's about
I ain't
making
talking to
money.
nobody.
Well, I'll do the double eye patch.
I'm doing a green room. You'll catch me in there all
it's
night.
business,
Exact-
bro.
We do a green room. Okay, then I'm be in the green room and only the green room. I'll go
But I
out
think-
for my set. All right, my name's
Bro.
Tez. All right, good night.
If I'm getting
Oh my
paid,
God,
you can
that's your
catch me at
set.
every strip club. I don't care, bro. Like, just pay me. I don't care.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's about the money. I don't care what we do. But I do have a competition I'm entering September 11th.
snap.
Sir.
And they're like recording the decibels of like how loud it gets. So I'm gonna need like as many people there.
Oh,
as
I'll be there
possible.
because I am very
Oh.
loud at
Hype
shows.
Screams
counter.
It's at the Vortex, September 11th. Also, for my release for Playing Rich, it's scheduled for September 25th. My birthday is September 27th. I'm trying to throw
shit.
a birthday party, release party like show thing.
Dang.
I
That's
just
gonna
don't
be
know
great.
where I want to do it yet.
So let's talk about some album releases
Yeah.
lately. So
Do you guys want to talk about music that you guys are working on right now, and then we can move to the
Yeah, you guys are all working on some stuff right now.
we'll put the famous people second.
Yeah,
I
you
told
guys are.
myself that I'm not working on any albums until I get the traction that I want to. So, like, it's just going to be singles and EPs from now on.
Well, what are you working on then?
Singles and EPs.
Singles and EPs. I have 2 singles dropping.
See,
I
there you go. That's what I
have,
meant.
I know. I have Never Getting Sober featuring this guy over here coming out on the 14th. And then I have Get It Back with Just Me on
Me.
the 21st.
Is that a
of
different
September.
artist?
Yeah, Just Me.
Just Me.
You've never heard of Just Me?
No.
Oh.
Just me.
He's pretty good. He's pretty chill.
Mm.
Cool guy.
Yeah. Yeah, Colin
Sauce.
just said he was dropping September
Yeah,
25th.
I just said that. And,
Say it again.
Plug-
Remind the
plug
people.
yourself.
And then
And,
Tez.
hold on. I had
Go
a
ahead, go
plug.
ahead.
Playing Rich, September 25th.
There you go.
Keep
Yeah.
it. All right,
We,
Tez.
might have a music video coming for that one too.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fucking hilarious. If
Do
we
it.
pull off what I want to pull off.
Tez, you just dropped some stuff.
I just dropped a 3-song EP. It's on all platforms. It's called Demons. It has Take My Soul, My Aggressor, and Sick of the Times on it. But I'm also working on a album right now. It's called Inner Peace. Just it's about it. It's about my own personal, just kind of like a little look through my mind, really, just how I do things. It'll be the first project that I will have complete creative control over. I've been working with my last couple albums with Kevin, but I went back into a producer role and started engineering for myself again. Obviously, I still work very closely with Kevin, and anything that I can't necessarily get done, I export out to him and everything. But this will be my first creative controlled album, so it's gonna be a little bit different than what I put out before, because you kind of when you work with like YouTube beats and different things like that, you're kind of limited unless you mix around and mess them around yourself. And when you have another person that's also working on music, it's kind of hard to be like, hey, I want this song to sound like that, without feeling like you're taking up all
So
their.
you're saying this is a true expression of how you really want it to feel.
Right, because like that's what I'm saying. Working with Kevin, with him having his own solo
It's
career,
not bad,
it's
but
hard.
It's not. It's
It's
diluted.
hard to.
not
Well, it's hard to. It's
Tez.
hard to be like, hey, do this way, do that way. When he's got his own career to worry about too. So I feel like sometimes, like if I want too much for a song, or want to do too much for a song, I feel like I'm taking too much of his time, and I'm taking time away from his own career. So this way, it's able for us to be able to focus on our own solo careers while also working together as well. So it frees up time for him, and it gives me more creative control over my own creative aspect. So yeah, it's more on how I want it to sound. I mean, I previewed my first self engineered track at the show. It went very well.
That was dope.
It went very well. Everybody was very impressed with it. I just finished the mix of it. I'm actually going to drop that song before the album. I'm not going to tell you the name of that song yet, but not good.
I'd like to add to the YouTube beats too, because nobody wants to hear "Pay for your tracks today."
Exactly.
I'm trying to write to it. Like, I love
Yeah.
to
Troll. I would make a
Right,
song just
right.
out of that. Pay for your tracks.
And then
pay for your tracks.
You gonna pay for this
pay
beat,
for your
though?
tracks.
Pay for this beat though.
Right.
That'd be hard though. No.
I'm giving you pineapple
That'd be
juice. I'm
hard.
sorry ahead of time, but I heard one guy who made a beat, and he's like, "If you don't pay for this beat, I'm fucking you in the ass." I was like, "Oh, okay."
You're like,
All
"Damn."
right, next beat. That next beat.
Bad month to be broke. Yeah, next beat.
Right. Bad came up to be broke.
said,
That
"Listen,
must
my
be
wallet-
looking for free for
wallet's
profit
empty."
beats.
Kevin really
shit.
came up with this. Respectfully, here's what I'm saying.
But also on top of that, we just last week opened up the studio. So Planet Disarray Studios will officially be open. We got our first scheduled studio session tomorrow. I'm also making beats. I actually haven't even finished the beat yet, but already sold my first beat to Sir Mix-a-Lot over
I
here.
will confirm it is Fuego. I will confirm.
Well, I seen it when it was like an 8-bar loop, and I was like, I like that. I haven't bought anything yet.
I mean, no,
I've
but
claimed
he
it.
he's pretty much said,
He said
"Don't you
dibsies.
dare."
He said, "I have dibsies."
I said it's not. Don't keep that.
Don't put. He said, "Don't put it on BeatStars. Don't put it on YouTube. Don't send it to nobody.
Don't worry about it.
Just-
That's
was-
mine and
forget
only
about
mine.
I was
Just
like, all right.
Erase that. All you know is fine dining. You know.
Bring up the topic.
Yeah.
Bring up the topics real quick so I can remember.
Were we gonna talk about the albums?
Yeah, album.
So
Donda.
Yeah, Kanye.
Donda,
I've never.
Donda,
I've listened to like 2
Stop.
Kanye songs in
I
my
am-
life, so
don't-
God breathed
I'm
on
just in
this.
album mode. It's so hard for me to listen to other things outside of my own creative when I'm in album mode. Like right now, I'm strictly pretty much on like X, Mac, Juice, and
So everyone who has
hold on. I'm not
Leon
done.
said everyone who's just been.
Yeah, because you have to understand. You have to understand what my music's about. You
I
have
mean,
to
that's a
understand.
1, 2.
But think about it. I am the. Hold on.
Kurt Cobain.
Let me finish.
I was waiting.
Let me get what I'm saying. So here's the thing: you have to understand. What my music represents. I am the completed aspect of their creative control, but they weren't able to complete that because of the roads they went down. Now X wasn't going down that path; he was murdered. So you can't really put him in that. He didn't. He wasn't in control of that situation. He was gunned down. But like, obviously, Juice. So that's the biggest thing about my music is I see myself as a completion of what he was trying to do. So his music was about him overcoming his addiction and getting through it, but he never actually got through it. And where I started making my music later on in my life where I was already through it, that's why I was talking about my old past addictions. Like a lot of my beginning music was about me being on pills, but everybody who knows me knows that I'm not on pills, but I was at the time where I'm talking about my music, and that's why my music's different now, because it's not so much based around the pills or the drugs. Is more based around my own personal struggle and my own inner.
Sorry, but when you said you were taking perk 30s on the daily,
Yeah.
and the song
Yeah.
is like taking perk 30s on the daily, everyone's like dancing to it. It's like, hold up, wait, I take like 5 milligrams of a perk, and my nose is itching. I want to throw up. I want to pass out. My whole body's numb. Perk 30s on the daily.
Yeah, I was
We're
in
all
it.
vibing.
I was bad. It was bad for a while. I was
Fuck
really
that.
bad. Like it's crazy. If you think about think about me in high school and think about how I really was, you'll start to like put pieces and parts together. Because I was a fucking zombie. I was not there. I flunked my entire junior year because of it. Like literally did not do a single ounce of schoolwork because I was asleep.
We were.
I know
fucking
you were
around.
out of it because if you went to Maslin, you gotta try to fail. Like you write your name on shit. You
Yeah,
get
yeah,
deep.
you for real. You got to try to fail, and I legitimately was just not there. I was not home. Was not here. So, but that's the biggest thing. And then the fourth person, which that's
He
kind
better
of
be alive.
he is alive, and a lot of people, you'll understand when
I
you
was
hear
going to be
the new song.
disappointed.
So I've gotten a lot of comparison with my personal struggle music being compared to the songwriting style of kind of like
Taylor
Eminem.
Swift.
LOL.
Also,
Eminem.
yeah, okay.
So
You were
like
going-
Eminem when he made the Not Afraid, it was like
I'm
his
not
not
free.
his Not Afraid his Not
that
Afraid era.
throwback. Okay.
Yeah, his Not Afraid era was more about
You brought those whole vibes back.
Right. It's it's
bro.
more about his own personal struggle. So that I've been listening to a lot of that.
That's a
my friend,
recovery, that's a mess. Okay.
another artist, his name is Shank. He made the comparison of the song "Beautiful." So I listened to that song. Yeah, it's his name. His name is Shank. But he made this comparison to "Beautiful." So I've been listening to that. So
How
I've
was
been
your
taking.
name, Shank? And
Hey,
then
man.
Is that like
people be
Hey,
about what
you
they
want to know
talk
what's
about?
crazy? You want to know what's crazy?
it's like
He doesn't
Shaft.
smoke. He doesn't drink either.
He's
no
straight
smoke,
edge.
no drink. Straight edge
His
kid.
name is Shank. He's a straight
edge
edge.
kid. No,
Is it like a play? Like, is it not really about shanking? Is it like a?
His
don't
last
know.
name is
His last name is Shanklin.
Shank. So it came from
yeah.
that. And
But
I'm
he is
sorry.
a straight
That was my
edge
streets
kid.
coming
Like,
out. I'm gangster. I'm sorry.
And he's
his mu-
do you get the straight edge thing though? He's Shank. He's straight edge. He's got the bandana.
I
alert under
forget
the
who did he
brim.
say? Who did he say his influence was? I forget who it was. But it was
Capital C's.
No, it was somebody who doesn't rap. It was somebody who doesn't cuss. I feel
like
like
NF or
I think it was
something?
like
Doesn't
Will
he like
Smith
that
or some
dude?
shit
It
like
was,
that.
no, don't do that to my man. It wasn't Will Smith. Like,
Will Smith is fun. Whoa,
Yeah,
why
Will
you
Smith.
coming at him
No,
crazy?
I'm not coming at him crazy. That's not Shank. Shank ain't Will Smith. He's not Big Willie style. All right, man.
Hey,
No, I know it's not.
Yeah, I had that. I had that album, bro. It's
He said,
nice.
Bro, I still got that shit on my phone.
Yeah,
bro.
it's nice. I made my mom burn that off the
Speaking of albums
library
coming out,
CDs.
y'all see that? Speaking of Smith and speaking of Jaden Smith, I'm pretty sure he came out as gay on his last album. His album is like fully, or is it just a
Yeah,
Pride album?
He's been banging Tyler the Creator.
Yeah, didn't he say that?
Is
Tyler,
that-
the creator? And
Is that what it is?
everything?
Okay.
That's what I heard. Don't
you
quote me
joking?
on
That's
that.
not a. That's
No,
just
I've
something-
seen that like
I'm
as a
like,
rumor, but like
oh,
I
yeah.
don't
Well, no, I just know that his like
Oh.
his new album is like fully like rainbow decorated and everything. Like I don't know, he could be making a Pride album because you know he does those things about like awareness things.
Awareness.
Yeah.
That's a big bag right
so-
there.
so
that
I'm-
awareness bag.
I'm just gonna say we got super derailed just now.
We went back to
always
albums. I
do.
went back to albums. What you mean? I went,
Yeah, we're still talking about albums.
I went back to a different
Fans
album.
are just
Willow
like-
Smith is making rock now,
I'm just here.
like her
Really?
mama did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Can I
she
just
said I
say,
cut
though,
all my
like,
hair off. And
Will Smith, like his kids, how supportive everyone is about him.
He's
Like,
the most understanding father in
Yeah,
the world.
and
Yeah,
So let
besides
them
his
do
Dwayne
it.
Wade.
like his kids are literally doing
His-
this stuff.
his
themselves,
oldest
and he's
son
still behind it.
legitimately didn't want to be like he didn't want to be in the spotlight. So for like the first like 25 years of his career, like Will Smith Jr., the one that has the exact same name as him, was just in the
Right.
shadows.
Vibing.
In the cut.
Just
Right.
in the
Vibing.
shadows. He just didn't want to
Chilling.
be. And now he's verified and everything
But, like,
because now
that's
that he's
the thing,
older,
though,
he's
like,
come out and
his-
done his own thing.
His kids they probably had the choice, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't want to be a
I
part
mean,
of it."
yeah,
He's
he
like,
is.
Okay.
I mean, Will Smith is the most understanding person in the world.
Top
I mean,
5.
Yeah.
He's
the whole
top
Jada
5.
Pinkett Smith thing. bro.
I was literally just gonna say
Like,
I watched.
yeah, he is the most honest because
the
I know there's
interview.
million. I'm not saying what I would think in that situation because I have to be in that situation.
It's complicated.
But like, there's thousands of men in the world that have been like, "Hey, pineapple juice, fuck you, bitch!" Like they would have just been
the
like,
fact
"Yeah,
that
I'm
he even
done."
had a
Like,
civil conversation.
yeah, the
shows
fact that they
he
had a
has
civil
fortitude.
conversation
Fortitude.
with a camera in his face, and that man was about ready. Like his entire soul and spirit was broken.
Bro, how the fuck did she cheat on him with the dude who had the wackest verse in an XXL freestyle I've ever heard in my life?
was
The
it.
shittiest
No,
little
no,
hook.
no, 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 no. Cole Leroy has now come out now, so no, you can't give that to him anymore. Cole Leroy, you got to give it to Cole
I didn't even
Leroy.
listen to that, so
I
I'm
ain't
probably
listened,
wrong now. But like that hook was
Leroy.
that hook was
I don't
so
give a
trash.
fuck what it is. I'll say her name right when she gets it right.
Because the other Leroy is actually.
Oh
like,
yeah, it's Cole Leroy. Yeah, it's Cole Leroy.
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 Thank you.
Leroy.
That is confusing.
Carly Rae
That is-
Jepsen.
yeah.
So
Die!
you know, on the note
Wendy
of Carly Rae
Williams.
Jepsen, she was the first person to follow me on Twitter.
Nuh-uh.
What?
I promise, I can pull it up right now. That
So
Carly
you're
Rae
gonna
Jepsen.
plug me, right?
Why?
No.
I mean, I could. I don't know. I didn't even follow her first, but like she was
She just
one of my
chose
first
you?
followers.
What?
I'm like,
You lucky?
I choose you.
Right.
I guess I was
You
like,
should've, bro.
all I
So
do is
call me
cry on
maybe.
there.
So
She's
here's
like,
my number. So
Actually-
call me maybe.
Actually,
Hey,
so
bro.
one of my favorite bands of like all time, the vocalist of that band wrote "Call Me Maybe" because they're a Canadian band and Carly Rae Jepsen's Canadian. They like work together on the same record label and everything, and he wrote "Call Me Maybe." Like he's
Yeah.
won awards for it and everything. And I will say, like when that song came out, I'm
You know
like,
what's
this is
crazy?
terrible. But
Yeah, can we talk about how many
just
artists write
contagious.
other songs for other
No,
artists?
I was gonna say
Oh.
that song is so like
Good.
It's just contagious.
simple.
Yeah,
And it's
very
so
simple.
good.
I mean, think about it. I mean, hold up. Like, think about me.
I can show Josh Ramsey
Music
from
during
Mariana
that time
Trench is the
period,
one that
like, was
wrote,
low key simple.
Call
I
Me
was
Maybe.
listening to 18 by Ed Sheeran. He
Well,
says the
I mean-
chorus legitimately like 4 times in that song. He just repeats the chorus.
I feel
Can
like
I say though, Ed Sheeran hasn't released anything good since the Plus album.
Hold on.
Did you always say that?
I will say as long
I'm
as
gonna,
so
I'm
awkward.
going to sit here and I'm going to go off on a limb here, and I hope I don't get canceled. But I feel like
Don't
Ed
cancel
Sheeran is at the
Cancel
same
that motherfucker.
at the same standpoint in the pop world as Kendrick Lamar is in the hip hop world.
But
He
that's
can
the
just
thing,
drop
though.
whatever the fuck he wants to whenever the fuck he wants
And
to.
that's sad
I
because
feel
his
like
new
it-
single he just dropped is like It's terrible.
Is it?
I'm gonna say that it's
okay.
bad, like because it's like ever since he got signed. Ever since he got signed.
Oh,
here,
signed music is on the out. It's on the out. Independent.
he got
Independent is the way of
signed.
the way of the new. Having your own creative control is definitely the way of the new.
Well,
Yeah,
dude,
so he got signed and then started getting play in the U.S. on the radios, and then that's when his music kind of just.
You want to know something crazy though? Ed Sheeran's got a pretty fantastic watch collection.
I'm jealous. I collect watches.
But I love that man. I don't care. I support him.
No, yeah,
you
for
made
sure.
the comparison to Kendrick Lamar in the rap game, but I would have to give that title in the pop game, like in that kind of genre, to probably John Mayer, to be honest.
John Mayer
Okay.
just dropped
Nice
a new
project.
album.
Because John Mayer could drop anything if
Yeah.
you'd be like,
I'll give it to you.
Carry
I'll definitely give it to
me
you.
away.
I'll give it to you.
Carry
Halsey just dropped a new album. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
like Halsey. But
My
she just dropped
girlfriend's
a whole
like,
new
"What?
album, and it's really good.
Yeah.
You know what
Jesus,
Halsey
my
rhymes
girlfriend.
with?
She's
Don't you dare do it.
Ballsy.
Pineapple juice.
Yeah, pineapple juice. Colin
You know what?
canceled.
I'm not saying that Halsey. I'm not saying Halsey didn't have a great career before, but you know what really sent her to the just over the top when she did Life's a Mess with Juice WRLD, especially the Pilsumers album.
sister,
That motherfucking song sent her over the top. Like she was already really good beforehand.
Yeah,
but
I
okay.
don't know a song by
Literally, if it wasn't for G-Eazy like ruining her life, she wouldn't have dropped a really good album.
G-Eazy and MGK.
Yeah.
It was
At the
both of them.
same
At the same
dang
Okay,
time.
hold on. Did you guys?
And she was dating two motherfuckers that looked exactly the same because
Did-
I
G-Eazy
was just
dyed
like,
his hair.
you got a type, bitch. I was like, oh, you got a
Did
type.
you guys see the post I shared about G-Eazy on Facebook?
No.
where he's wearing that like blouse.
Yeah, he's wearing like some crazy
Oh.
outfit, and I was like, this man literally looks like he stinks. For what?
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, okay,
Why you
literally,
roast him like that?
G-Eazy looks like he smells like motor
G-Eazy
oil.
should not be
and
wearing a
Cheetos.
motherfucking
Yeah.
skirt because G-Eazy is like one of the tallest. G-Eazy is like one of the tallest artists in the game.
Okay, he still
so
looks
that means that
greasy.
you can
He's
probably
still
see his
greasy.
nuts underneath his
G-Eazy
skirt
more like
because he's like
G-Eazy.
6'7".
That man's
He's not small.
Okay.
He is like 6'7". So like,
Bro, I will wear. I will.
Yeah, he can still.
I will rock.
G-Eazy, do not come on the show.
I will rock like a designer skirt just to go against standards.
Controversy.
Bro, I'll wear some Carolina Jordan ones with a
Hold on,
fucking
let me-
Gucci skirt any day of the work.
man, look,
You got me
Young
fucked
Thug.
up.
Say what y'all want to say, but wearing a skirt, you get the most airflow where
That's
it
what
needs
I'm
to
Hey,
go.
saying.
I have a
Like,
natural excuse to wear a skirt because I'm Scottish.
He said I'm
Yeah.
It is
I'm
part
not
of the
finding it.
culture.
I'll
Part
show
of
you
my
a
culture.
photo.
I
Hey,
got-
the Scottish
we have
know
our-
what the hell they're doing.
Well, technically,
our
it's
own
part of our
plaid.
culture. We're African.
Hey, it's
Yeah,
hot in the
shit.
desert. It's hot in
Yeah.
the desert.
I'm
bro.
Caucasian
That's
as
true.
fuck. Like Romans wore togas. I can start wearing togas.
Oh my
Bring it.
god.
We're bringing
do a
all
music
this
video
stuff
in a
back.
toga, that'd be the
Bro,
best
just
thing ever.
ancient times. We're bringing all of it back. We all got to pull up in skirts. You in a
Yes,
skirt,
sir.
everybody.
So
Steel plate
we're
armor.
gonna come back.
Oh yeah, you derailed.
bro.
We're gonna
Before you
Chainmail,
continue, I just
I
want to say
swear.
one thing because I was
All
waiting
gold.
until the end. Everybody's gonna say it's mid, but Trip at Night is like a 10. Anyways, continue.
Wait, what? To Pimp a Butterfly?
Fucking savage. You got to do it.
Triple Night is nice. I was listening to it on the way here.
I haven't gotten all the way through it, but there's some bangers on there.
There's definitely Matt Hardy's obviously my favorite, and is no, it's not Sanctuary. What the fuck? This is Situation. I don't remember what the song's called, but
Situations.
huh?
Are we relevant?
Danny,
Is that? I thought he said something about Danny Phantom. That's not the actual name of the song.
I guess
It's
so.
called
Not hip.
Ghostbusters.
Oh, so you're a fake fan?
Heard,
fake
I got
fan.
you.
Fake fan.
What? No, that's why I asked him. He's the person I gotta go to. That's how we work. Like he comes to me for juice, I go to him for Trippy. We know each other. Like that's how it goes. Like
So you trying to meet up with us at the Trippy Red show?
Fucking savage. You got to do it.
What's up? Yeah, we
Yeah.
can
Bro,
we'll talk.
hey
after.
nigga, you
I'll
get
talk.
your wait. You get your test. You got to get your test too.
No,
shit about
yeah,
the
they
test.
called. My friend called.
It's
but
Blossom.
They're not showing them, so you're good.
When did they
They're not
came up with a
requiring
new?
it
They
until
came up.
September 7th.
That's why. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. You're 2 days after. That's pretty.
So,
Shit, you said $40 tickets. They ain't required. Wait, you said no. Wait.
you don't have to show anything.
No
you're good.
test. No.
You're good.
So I'm
What
just-
day is that concert?
The first.
Yeah.
When-
Hell yeah.
Tickets is like $40. I might have to give me a ticket.
Okay, so we all gonna meet up. All right. So
Who else is
I have
there?
one question.
I am
Ian Dior
Dior and
Ian Dior and
is
Sofago.
the other guy here?
K-Swab.
Sofago.
Is he? Because it's a star. Is it a starred one? Is this one a starred one? Because I looked
Ooh,
at.
we
I
should
looked
see
at
if we
the,
can get into the press.
Yeah.
He's not there.
Hey, do
Then
you
it's
think we
just
could
Ian
do
Dior.
that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who would we talk to about that?
That's why I asked you. If it's
What?
My
If we
publicist.
can get in the press with the
Oh,
photography.
that'd be dope.
We could probably
See,
arrange
I
that.
want to know who I could talk to so I can fucking open. Like, what's
Yeah.
what's
No,
up?
all right, guys, listen. All we need We need to do some
Hashtags.
recon and figure out what the badges look like, and then we just make ourselves some badges.
Hey, I'm real good at Photoshop.
Like, that's it.
We gotta get
And
some.
I'm
oh,
real
we
good
need
at
that.
Photoshop.
We need that and a lighter. Not a lighter, a ladder.
And
Really
we
big
need
ladder.
somebody
Swear to
to
God.
All right,
grapple
let's come down.
TikTok.
Let's come down. I have one question here.
Yeah.
Completely not off.
Titties.
Not off. Okay.
Your question answered.
Fucking chaos.
That's the answer to every
So,
question.
We're gonna ask the question with it being September.
Big ass titties.
On Wednesday.
Escalating.
I love it.
Is there one? Is there one?
I hate being the only woman on this podcast. Someone
Alex, we
please.
need you,
I will blink twice to let you know I need help.
bro.
That was 3 times. She's okay.
3 times. She's all right.
All right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
I'm
So
not gonna
with
touch
it
it.
being September 1st on Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
is it too early to decorate for fall and Halloween?
Yes.
I think it's just whatever you want to do. If you want to decorate for fucking
Hey,
Easter,
Because
right
you know
now, I
why?
don't
Because we
care.
man of God. We child of gods.
Wait.
Fuck all that shit. I don't
Wait.
fuck with Halloween at all, bro.
You're not gonna put a Christmas tree
I
up.
hate it so much.
No, I'm
He said
talking like just fall decorations.
Okay,
I
fall
guess.
decorations,
Yeah,
I
it is
guess.
fall,
but if you start
yeah.
talking about skeletons and shit, miss me with all
I
that
mean,
bullshit.
I would go. I would go.
bro.
This is okay. I would
And
go
it's
to a
crazy,
cornfield.
It's crazy because my last album
I
was
go to
called
a
Demons, and
cornfield.
I'm really like
I
on
would
the
say
whole
nature
demonic shit.
stuff.
But no, fuck you. I don't fuck with. I'm black. I'm black first, motherfucker.
this
I'll
is my
steal
last
on
show.
somebody.
I didn't know it was a roast Caitlyn, but
I was.
I
Oh,
guess.
you did. I was kicked out of the Factory of Terror when I was like 16. Knocked out a clown. Cold. Cold.
that doesn't have anything to do with decorating.
Yes, it does. That
That just means you're a
I don't
scaredy
fuck
cat.
with-
You're a scaredy cat.
No, it's all there.
That's
It's all
true.
there. It all
That's
cool.
science.
I'm cool. That
science. You gotta
answers
learn.
my entire
Hey,
thing.
he
No,
said,
I'm good.
Fall decorations. I knocked out a clown.
Yeah, fall. She said fall and Halloween, and I said you can leave all that white shit at the door.
Pumpkin
Alright.
spice
That's
and all.
anxiety.
trolling. It's called we do a little trolling.
So I have another question
love it.
though. How do you guys prep for a show? Like, what is in your like prep thing?
Can I go first, please?
Yes, you go first. Go through
So-
your routine. Like on Friday, what was your routine?
So a lot. Shut up.
sorry.
A lot
I'm
of
so
people.
sorry.
No, look. A lot of people ask me if I'm nervous. I always tell them no because like I always tell them like, hey,
He lying.
I was not nervous at all for the Oracle, not once.
So
Yeah.
you're telling me
Not
that
once.
your pregame shit does not count as nervousness,
Bro, you just spoiled the whole. fucking
Let the man tell. Okay, come on, Kevin. Come on.
I don't know what you're
Ruin
gonna
the
say.
story.
The only thing I do before a show, like
It's throw up.
sometimes my stomach be feeling some type of way,
Look,
and I take a pregame shit.
You
Are
got
you
I
guys
take a pregame
doing
shit.
at the venue or before the
It took me
venue?
like 3
At the
shows to
venue.
find this
That-
out
that's
too,
what
bro.
I'm saying, yeah.
We be getting
You're
ready for. I
christening
be
the venue.
At
getting
the
in my
venue,
zen.
yes.
I'm ready to zen. Right. I'm like trying to get in the mode. I'm like, where the fuck
Where's
is Kevin?
Kevin? Yeah.
Where's
No.
Kevin?
I bet everyone
Can't
else
find
is like,
I'm
"Where's Kevin?" You're
all
like,
right,
"I know
whatever."
where he's
So,
at.
and then the meteor shows was the funniest because I would never be able to find his ass. And the next thing I know, we be get ready to go up on stage and.
Here I am.
You ready? Nigga, where have you been? Oh, don't worry about it. So then finally,
Toilet
like the
paper on
fourth
his
show we
shoes.
finally do, I'm like, I'm not following him, but I'm following him with my eyes. Like every time he gets up and moves, I'm like, where's he going? Because I need to find out what the fuck is happening to him before the show. Finally, I see him walk into the bathroom. I said, that's what he's doing. I said, heard. Okay, all right.
If you don't take a pregame shit, then what are you doing?
Sometimes I mean
yeah,
I
you're
do
a
that a
robot.
lot, like at weddings.
Yes.
I'll set all the stuff
That's
up.
because you're going to be
take a
there for
little
a minute.
poop.
You're going to be in that motherfucking booth
Oh,
for a
yeah.
second.
That might just be a
Your
coincidence.
nerves don't hit
Literally,
you
I cannot
until
do
you're
that
there.
anywhere but my house. I can't.
Well, it's just
Throw
natural to
up.
clear out your system. It's
Yeah,
detox. It's
shut
just a
up.
Detox.
What's your pregame?
Yeah. How do you? What's your pre-show?
So, yeah.
It's pretty
routine?
cynical. I drink water all day. I always got a water in my hand. Well, I try to. That's the first and most important thing to me.
It's more detox right there.
Yeah.
Massive dumps.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm a morning. Ever since I worked on Midnights, I'm a morning shitter now, so I don't got to worry about that. But
First thing you do when you wake up.
yeah, 'cause I'm used to pooping at 3 in the morning.
100%.
But yeah, I scan the crowd for any like key fans that I can play off of for crowd control. Like if I know like a certain group of people are at the show and I know their kind of energy, I'll be able to bounce it off of them and try to make something for that. And I try to look at the venue and try to find ways that maybe I could use the stage as a prop. Like for example, when I was on stage, earlier the night, I was like, I can't get on the edge of that because I'm top heavy and people laugh. So on stage, I made sure to bring that back up because people laughed and then the crowd would like it, and just try to find little things to set my performance from like entertaining rap to like entertaining performance. You know what I mean? So yeah, and a lot of mental reps. That's something that's really underrated in my opinion. If you do a lot of mental reps, you'll be just as good as if you did physical reps. But it takes a lot of focus to do a full mental rep of a song. Like, you cannot break that concentration. And if you can do that, you could probably just perform your shit without forgetting.
Literal simulation right there.
Yeah, because I don't do a lot of physical reps because I have to protect my voice, and I'm a smoker as it is.
Break
so,
your
like,
ankle up there. You're just gonna be, I'm gonna be right here.
I literally can't walk
That's
without
how
rolling
it
my
takes.
ankles.
Me too. I got bad
My
ankles.
ankle's finally
Hey,
feeling
bro.
better, guys. Just
Let's
let you know.
go.
Right. I was gonna say you didn't have no crutches today.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't.
I also, some people like to loosen up before they perform, but I can't drink any alcohol because I have to be very accurate.
Lucid.
I'll even
Please do not, because I had 2 beers and threw up in my mouth on stage.
Oh,
Yeah, I had to burp.
He said I was jumping up and down.
My biggest mistake is I also
Swallowed
like
that shit like a G.
at the very beginning of every show, I try to establish an atmosphere of like supportiveness. So I will be like, yeah, woo, for whoever's on stage, because it's usually like everyone's sitting down, chilling at the beginning of the show. But then I lost my voice, and it was kind of hard to project on stage by the end of the night.
That's why I always feel bad, because like when somebody's upstage, I want to give them support, but I'm like, I literally have a set, and my set is a lot of vocal range, so
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
can't scream for you and get people hyped, because it's just like I'm gonna lose my shit, and then what's the point of me being out there? I'm just like
On the note of like screaming and like being supportive and stuff, I always make it a point whenever I go to shows, like specifically for like all my friends and that, I make it a goal for myself to be the loudest person there.
Yeah, I'm not
There
gonna
you
lie.
go.
Support.
You were like the loudest there.
I need you there
That's
on the
good.
11th because I'm
Huh?
trying. I need you there on the 11th because I'm trying to
Got
win
you.
that free studio
Wait, is that like
time
a
and
weekend?
everything.
Is it gonna be a weekend?
Yeah, it has to be, or I wouldn't have booked it. I don't
Okay.
remember what day it is, but
Well, I'll be there.
cool.
Got you.
Yeah, boy.
Support.
But
Yeah,
Tez,
support.
what's your pre-show routine look like? What do you go through?
So my pre-show routine is pretty simple. I just
Show up.
I show up. I make sure I try to make sure that I have some type of tea in my body that day.
Well, I saw you
Water.
guys
Or
drank a medicine
detox.
bowl.
Yeah.
That's the best.
All of
That's
this
what we had
strange
before the show.
coordination.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Gotta
Great
cleanse
minds
yourself.
think
I was
alike.
like, man, those look so good.
For me, like I try to take care of my vocal cords the most that I can, because
well, I
like
noticed
I
you were
didn't
like
know,
really quiet, like up until like,
Yeah, I
you
don't-
got on stage,
'cause-
so.
so
And chugging
I didn't
the
know
water.
I could sing until last year. So now that's my baby. I just keep that. I try to keep it like, even when I'm doing like promo videos, I try not to sing in my promo. I only try to sing on tracks, and that's it. And on performances as well.
Right.
So like I get myself ready that way. Another thing for me is a lot of mental reps where I talk to myself a lot mentally. I go through this with me being just fresh out. Like even Kevin himself, he may have just started performing, but he's been doing this for 3-4 years now. 5 years. He's been doing this for 5 years. You've been doing this for how long?
Professionally 3.
About 8 years now.
8 years. I've been doing this for a year and a half. So like 9 times out of 10, I already know when I get there, I don't have like a huge support system yet, because I'm fresh. I mean, it's
Right.
brand new. So I kind of go through this mental thing where I make it, I tell myself, and I make it known to myself and to Kevin, at least, because I talk to him a lot through a lot of my mental things, is that like every show that I go to, you know, whether I'm at the beginning of the show, I'm at the end of the show, I'm in the middle of the show, you know, I perform like I'm the headliner, and that's how I do it. I do it. I give my absolute 110%. I don't, like, even if I'm an opener, I pretend like
Right.
this is the last show of the night, and I like, and sometimes I feel bad because like I'm not saying that it's hard to follow behind me, but for like even for John, like John's set is a little bit more like slower, so to come from us literally jumping off the stage and like literally screaming and everything to go to John, it's hard sometimes, and I feel bad, but that's because of me being in my try to stay in my own lane. I try to make myself known, because that's the only way that I'm going to right now.
But
It's-
here's the thing I noticed though, like with all of you guys performing together, even with the other artists playing, there was still so much support from all
Yeah,
you
no,
guys
for
towards
sure.
the other
Yeah,
guys. It
exactly.
wasn't,
And that's
I'm
why-
better than him.
And that's why I said I feel bad sometimes because I'm not trying to do it to make myself look better. I'm not trying to do it to
all
make
trying
myself
to get to the same spot.
Right. I'm not
we're
trying to.
all on the
Like
same
this is the
path.
family right here.
Yeah, I'm not trying to, and that's why I said I feel bad because I don't ever try to do it to overshadow anybody
yeah,
or ever
Like
like.
even the support you guys like gave to us as like the photographers and stuff.
Oh yeah,
like
you guys were
that
fucking
was
killing
really
me.
nice
Yeah.
too because it's like because we're not behind the scenes but we're like
Right.
in it.
Mm.
So for you guys to be like, oh, shout out to like the photographers, all this and that, like that was still really nice to feel
And
a part of it.
we have a lot of, I mean, you guys obviously bring the hype with the style of music you make. So the performances all have different styles. Like even Nicasso, is recognized as
Yeah.
like a lyrical madman and like super crazy delivery, but doesn't really use the kind of beats that you guys use that creates like that kind of hype.
Mhm.
So
Like,
even
everybody has such a different style
Mhm.
and
Right.
to
For
come
sure.
together as one.
when I
is
was
just-
when I was putting that together, I put John after you guys on purpose, not to like make it really hype and then give it to
To
John,
mellow out.
but like the bar, like the intermission and the bar, like did really well because of that, because they all got hyped and they all went to the bar while John was doing a spoken word. And John, the way John put it to me the other night is like, I don't want people to get really loud when the room goes fucking silent. That's how I know I did my job.
He likes to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, he's like when nobody's like when everyone's tuned in, that's how he,
He
knows.
was super fucking happy afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, that's what he needs. Like
Yeah.
that's so it's a completely 180 experience. And
And Kevin,
Everyone
just
plays
like-
their role.
back to what you were saying, me and Jamal talk about it all the time. Like in the music industry, a lot of people don't want to support one another. Like it's,
Oh, yeah,
it's
it's
a
like
rare
cutthroat.
thing.
It's terrible.
So like when it comes to like when we do our things together as all circles, it's just like that's why we show you guys so much support because a lot of people even like from around here don't support each other.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
like
just-
here's
yeah.
the
So
thing
like,
too that I
go
noticed,
ahead.
like as like doing this first show as All Circles, being a part of it, it seemed like everybody was sitting there like, oh my god, they have a whole team. Like there's a whole team of these guys.
It's
Like there's a bunch of
organized.
Yeah.
photographers, blah
Yeah.
blah blah. Like that looks so good on us. That
Mhm.
lets us
Yeah.
know.
There's a
we're
lot of
doing
people
this.
that reached out to Puff and John, even me and Kevin, that was like, I see what you guys are doing, and it's
That was
great.
crazy to me.
It's great. It like
yeah, I mean it's kind of like free game right now, but like
yeah.
it's
Well,
that
what they see-
professionalism, that image, like.
Yeah.
Bro, it's the cooperation because you
Bro.
can either, like you said, you can either compete or you
Right,
can cooperate.
And what's
the
And
point
it's
of
one of those
competing
is
when you're
way
all
easier
Yeah, and
than
like
the
for-
other.
for the same
So,
place.
So
you
like
are
for me, and like
cooperating.
another thing for me is like when every time I perform, especially around here, like I come, it comes from like I have to make a statement because like I'm already, for all intents and purposes, making my way into mainstream artistry. With the whole Google thing, all of my streams are coming outside of Ohio, like.
I'm not gonna
Right.
Just-
lie. I
just
noticed
within-
that with my stuff, too.
Just within ever
Get
since
more
I dropped
streams
him,
outside of Ohio.
so this is exactly how
You're
I did
like
it.
the
Like it was
Netherlands.
almost kind of like listen, it was almost kind of like a cosign, but we're part of the same company, so it wasn't a cosign. So like I got my following up, and I realized that my following kept reaching and reaching. So me and Kevin had 2 songs on the back burner for a minute, just chilling on them, and I waited. I strategically waited. I waited until I had enough backing and enough people, at least. I didn't even care whether it was in Ohio, whether it was around the surrounding states. It's all my biggest backing is Seattle, Chicago, Cleveland, which is I'm pretty happy about, and then this New York City. So I waited until like those were all like 500 streams plus. All of those, Seattle and Chicago are almost at 1,000 streams by themselves. Just
But like the thing is, you guys can make this reach. Like
So, yeah, so I
individually,
did
but it's
that.
Still, hey, you're lifting him up. He's
right.
lifting
So
you
I
up,
did
like,
that, and then we
everybody's being
dropped
supported.
2 songs back to back, like boom, boom, dropped them back to back. I dropped 2 songs with him. The first one was a little tribute, so it didn't do as much because when you do tributes and cover songs like that, people listen to them, but they don't really like run them up because it's whatever, Oh, it's
like
it's
not
an
you.
okay, so it's a 999 tribute. Cute, cool, good for you. Like you did it, cool. But then when we dropped TTH right after that, it was like TTH just started hitting, and then people started going to his music, and then he had the weird name change for a second, so it fucked everything up for a weird quick minute because they're trying to go to his music, and he has they made him a brand new page instead of adding all of his music to the new page, so they're going to his page, and
Matrix
it's just
on Spotify is still on that.
it's
that
literally
page.
just Matrix and then the song that we did together, so they're just like, oh, okay. So he's got 2 songs out. But then once he switched everything over and I switched everything over on my end and they could go to his profile and see the rest of his music, then things started to pick up. And so my biggest thing is like right now is like I'm trying to get my backing because I truly honestly believe that once I get the backing in, the city, as much as I have it on the surrounding stage, that's it. That's the key. That's at that point it's over because that's all I need, because once you have your city, then you have the following that comes behind it. And the thing about it is I took time away from music for a long time and it sucked because Colin put it the very best way. There are so many people out in this world that could drop a song right now and it would go viral just because of the backing of that they have of the following or of them being basically popular already. Like even like think about some of like the Visco girls or the girls who do like the nutrition fit. They got 12,000 followers for no reason just because they're doing a nutritional thing, and then they just switch over to music. That's 10,000 people listening to your music right there.
Now, with all that being said, this question goes for all 3 of you guys. Is there anything that you're procrastinating on right now?
Ooh.
Yeah. For sure.
What's the procrastinating?
Being me.
And what's holding you back?
Exactly.
Like, what are you procrastinating on and why?
I got a specific thing, but go ahead.
I'm personally procrastinating on being fully being myself, like to take that final step into artistry, which I've taken almost all of the steps that I needed to, but to take that final step, and to be who I want to be, and to actually be Tez instead of trying to be Tez and Latez or Tez and Jamal or Tez and this and Tez and that. Instead of, I need to be Tez, and I'm afraid because of what has happened so quickly. I put it the best way. My music has been about me and my depression over the last 10 years. For the last 10 years of my life, I have been depressed. I've been suicidal. I've never been in a standpoint of where I've been looked at as someone who is, a celebrity or someone who is doing something good. So now that I'm in this position, my back's against the wall and I'm nervous as fuck because I'm like, what do I do? So that's my biggest thing.
Yeah.
Damn, I was gonna say something like, man, I need to fold my laundry.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
My back
I
is
need to
against
do
the wall.
that
I don't know
too.
who my true self is.
No, I know who my true self is.
You're
It's
coming
like,
into it.
yeah,
you're getting
it's
there.
making the
It shows.
realization that I am Tez, and
It's the
even
why.
and
Yeah,
that's the
it's
thing.
important.
When he said it the best way on his when he said something about the show, he was like, you always bring the house down, but tonight was something special. It was different. I feel like me being there that night, I definitely gave a different performance than I've given, out of any of my shows. A lot of people said that I was comfortable up there. I mean, I wouldn't say I was comfortable. I was about to pass out.
Yeah, I
4
saw
or
you
5
sitting there
times.
with the t-shirt
Sweaty.
over your head. I was
Yeah,
like,
sweaty as
man,
hell.
someone need to get this guy.
It helps being on
Cardio game.
on an elevated stage with proper
Yeah.
lighting.
Yeah.
It's a whole different environment as a performer.
Because you can see the crowd more.
So,
Yeah.
so
Like,
Kevin, what are you procrastinating on? What you got?
every artist is fucking TikTok, bro. Like, I'm
Oof.
trying to get into it, but like, me being antisocial, I don't want to fucking do it. But it's just like,
Yeah.
It is you,
Nah,
especially
bro,
when
I
you're
promise
doing
you,
your own
Don't
stuff.
do
Kevin on the stage is a whole different person. Like,
No, I'm talking like,
I feel that.
shut up.
yeah, all right, yeah.
I remember that one from last week.
Shut the hell up.
So he said I'm antisocial, but he goes
No,
and posts
but
that.
honestly,
That
like,
POV.
I just thought it was something funny, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Like,
And I think that that's what makes you more
I'm
comfortable
trying
in the
to-
environment. It's like, if you can be as goofy as you want. Like, here's my
Yeah.
thing. With my group of friends, when we're all together, we are probably the weirdest group of people. And it feels like nobody is sitting there watching us until someone's like, like, for example, okay, so we're all standing on the back patio at our the show Friday. And me and Bree and a couple other people get going. We have this joke. It's like, oh, my mom said you can't come over anymore because, and then you insert something crazy.
oh my god.
Oh yeah, it's from TikTok.
Charlie-
My mom says you can't come over because you pooped in the pool.
Yeah. So Charlie Parker comes in and starts like, he looked at me and he goes, "You're hilarious." And Charlie, he comes in and says, "My mom said you can't come over no more because you be stealing." Like, he keeps coming in with a bunch, coming in with like,
We was eating crayons last
yeah,
time. We
like,
can't eat no more.
he like jumped in with us,
That's
and it
funny.
was like, okay, you know what? Like, if we can make people like laugh while making this like little comfortable group of somebody who's never even met us before, like,
Yeah.
we're doing something right.
That's true.
So it's
I feel
It's
like
Authenticity. People can sense
I'm not
authenticity.
even like fully putting like a lot of like music content on TikTok. I'm just trying to do like
Dropping
funny
titties.
shit.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Dropping titties on the
Listen,
camera.
I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking, I was, I said, I brought this up to Colin, and he was right. It's one and the same.
Titties.
I kind of want to transfer over into music and comedy. You know,
Right. 'cause
I've
I
always
feel like
that.
that's how you
They
can
go
So
hand in
get
hand.
yourself
that has
together.
always been. That was always what I wanted to do. Is be a stand-up
years
comedian.
ago. I was like, do you really want to be a rapper, or it's a what do you want to do with it?
I'm
Do
an
you want to
entertainer.
make people feel
There
a
you go.
certain way?
So no,
And
so
rap
I
and
never
comedy
wanted.
make
I never
people-
wanted to
you
be
know
a
what I
rapper.
mean?
That's. I want everybody
Yeah.
to know this. The rapping literally came 2.5 years ago on the
Yeah.
fucking
That's
drop
what
of
I
a
was like, oh,
dime.
okay.
Like I was like, I want to be a rapper, and I can see, and now I'm at the point where lyrical as fuck for no reason. I don't even
Yeah.
understand. I don't know where it came from, but this is what I do. But I've always been a comedic person. I've always been that funny guy. Like I forget my friend. He said something. He's talking to this girl, and he was like, this girl's asking if she wants to smoke. I said, text her back. Said, yep. I'll start the Netflix up right now. And he started texting, and then he looked at me. He was like, "You motherfucker! I just realized what you said." And I was just like, "Oh, my bad." But it's just little simple things like that. I like to make people feel good because for so long, being depressed, you have to understand being in a depressive mind state and being just not happy with yourself. Giving other people joy is probably one of the best joys that you can do
I
because
can,
if you can't make
100%
yourself
get
happy
behind that one.
and make other people happy, fuck it. Then eventually I'm going to make myself happy by making other people happy.
Bro,
So.
honestly, I say this to myself all the time. Like, I don't even care about, being famous. I don't care about the money aspect. Like, I just care about creating a connection with people because, even if I'm not getting paid, if I'm on stage and I have people singing my song with me, just having a good time.
That's enough to fuel you
just
for
letting out
weeks.
their feelings. Yeah, that's just I don't fucking care. I don't have to be famous, none of that shit. Just as long as I can make a difference, that's all that fucking
There were,
matters.
can I just say there were so many people in the crowd singing your guys' songs with you,
Oh, yeah,
and
bro.
I looked back and I stopped
felt
taking
good,
photos
yeah.
for a minute, and I was like,
Yeah,
this is
it felt good.
amazing. Like all of you guys, it was great.
I had the biggest support since I started doing shows.
Yeah, which is awesome.
felt
So
good.
I mean,
Yeah.
is there anything else we gotta add to that?
I forget what I was gonna say now.
I'm
'Cause
sorry.
you were saying something, and it just got blasted out of
I
my
did
mind.
want to plug in one thing I am procrastinating on that's not laundry.
I just breathed
Yeah,
so hard in the
something
microphone. I'm so sorry.
esoteric.
So now I'm at the point where it's not going to be released till next summer because of the vibe, but it's a song with me, Tez, and Cameron Airborne. I need to add elements to the beat, and I'm going to add some ad libs and some melodies to
You gonna
back
get
my-
Alex in there on the ad libs?
I can. It was like some shit Alex
You
would
need
do.
me to throw some more vocals on that bitch. You know I got it.
No. See,
have to-
Jamal needs to stop procrastinating on getting his verse fixed for Let It Rage. Anyways, continue.
My verse fix. I got a whole album that I'm doing, nigga. It's coming out for the album, so I got time.
Yeah. So I mean, Adam, you got anything to add?
Procrastinate. I got a whole folder on my hard drive called Needs Edited.
Yeah, we're gonna
Like-
we're gonna be.
Yeah, that
Adam,
was
we never
me.
talked about what you
There's
were working on. What have you been
There's
working on?
3 music videos on there.
Jeez.
All the interviews that we did in the other room. Those I've been
Good
cranking
lord.
those.
Yeah.
Good God,
Getting
So
those
ready.
going.
it's gonna be a fun
Yeah.
week.
4K.
Bye, Bree.
Bye, Bree.
Later, Bree.
Yeah.
Love you. Great podcast.
Yeah,
Support.
I have over 1,200 photos to edit from. I'm not gonna edit all of them, but obviously I have over 1,200. to
Send
go.
me
that's a lot.
some that you don't want to edit, just so I can have them.
For the folder.
Asking a photographer for unedited photos is like.
it's perfectly fine.
No, it's not.
You photographers need to quit making all these goddamn rules for us.
Right.
Just
give me
We
something
can't ask
that-
for photos?
Right. Just
No, like the unedited ones that are
give me
not
something that
great.
you think looks decent enough for me to just post with a little caption. That's it. Because I just told you, I just said that I'm taking all the videos from the show to use it for my next promotion for my music.
I
So
got you.
Fuck you.
I'll give you guys some.
Yeah.
I will.
I got a whole stack of Polaroids right here from Friday.
Yeah,
that-
Adam, he pulled this stack of them out. I'm
Look
like,
at
I
this
didn't even.
thing.
Jesus Christ.
That's a fat stack right there.
And with the
Sexy, though.
best one first.
Yeah, the best ones first.
But yeah, while we're going through those, where can they find you, Adam?
They can find me at Adam R. Rob or Adam Rob Film on Instagram or All Circles Media. So check us out.
Tez, where can they find you?
You can find me the ongoing joke right now is on Google. You can find me on Google, or you can find me underscore Tez330 on Instagram, Tez330 on Facebook and Twitter, and also All Circles Media.
Colin, Master Puff.
As I always say, you can look me up. You'll either find my music. It should say musical artist right there. Or you'll find something called the Master Puff Pastry Recipe, which I have never tried.
Should we try it on the podcast?
I think that would be a great idea.
That's a good
It's
idea.
like
Yeah,
I have a
great
song. I have a song about like dying from overdosing on cocaine, and then right after it is fucking puff pastry recipe, and I'm just like, that's ironic.
That's amazing.
But
Kevin.
that song's Strange Light. It's a YouTube exclusive. I'm coming with the whole series of it. I've never announced it, but 3-part
Now you have.
Strange Light series. I mean, that's down the road, but yeah.
Kevin, where can they find you?
You can find the boy on Instagram, ambition_330. Find me on all streaming platforms, ambition ! And don't find me on anything else.
Yeah.
What about TikTok?
TikTok, ambition330.
Yeah, make sure you watch that.
You know, as always, find me at your mama's house. But really, though, it's Deion Johnson and everything. Everything Deion Johnson. Follow me, bro.
You can find me at Caitlin Ghost on Instagram or Cold Heart Photography on Facebook. And this has been In Orbit.
Alpha, you gonna take us out?
Master Puff, you want a break or you want to send us out?
You have to break these
Pressure's
bars.
on, but I'ma do it. We're here with a couple photographers. We make our music.
Yeah.
You know I do this. Shit, I'm in love with the game. Got shot with arrows from Cupid. I'm going stupid. What's 2 + 2? It's probably 5. Shit, that's the time I got out of work, barely alive. And I'm tired of shit, ready to take a nap. I don't even care if this freestyle was whack. I'm going back.
In Orbit. Happy Monday.
Reminder, it's always off the top.
Yeah.